All right, welcome guys. So this is page 2 of the notes, technically the bottom of page 1, translating verbal and other expressions to algebraic. Okay, so one of the big things we had talked about, the only one that you would have a trouble with all of these phrases is the term less than, and we'll actually cover that one right off the bat. Okay, so 5 less than a number C. So what this actually means is this turns out to be C minus 5, right? Because it's 5 less than a number C. So you have a number C, and then you're taking 5 off. So it's less than, so it has to be C minus 5. Everything else here is pretty much as it is, right? So this would be 9 plus the product, which is going to be a multiplication of 2 and D. So it would be of 2 and D, right? Or you could write it just straight up like this, 2D, just like that. And then 2/3. So this is simply 2/3 the volume V. Now, we don't have multiplication, we don't have anything like that, so you would just put V because it's automatically assumed that you'd have volume there. Okay, so that 2/3 times V. All right, so what I want you guys to do is go ahead and do the next one. There's the example of what I was meaning for. Shoot off these guys and go. All right, so on these ones, hopefully you guys pause the video. Now, there's two ways of writing this. The product of P and 6, if you write it out just like that, that's what it is. But technically, this is also the same thing. Okay, so make sure you guys know that this would be 6P, which is what you guys are more used to seeing, right? It's not necessarily P6. You're used to seeing the number first and then the variable. They can be interchanged. So please make sure you guys understand that. All right, so this one here would be 1/5 the area A. And then lastly, the quotient is dividing 45 divided by R, right? If you want to go 45 and do the little divided sign like that, you could as well, but just make sure those are in the right order. Okay, the quotient of 45 and R, that's kind of the way they go. All right, now we got a couple of word problems. On the homework, you're going to have a couple of word problems that we'll assign you through Alex or the book, depending on how your teacher does it, but it's simple, right? Ivan had K dollars. So as you, one thing I've always taught the students is as you see it, write it down. So Ivan had K dollars to begin with. He just spent 30. So if you know you're spending money, you know that's going to be a negative number, right? So this would be the same as saying negative 30. Using K, write an expression for the for the number of dollars he has left. So simple enough, it'd be K minus 30. Not too hard. Yolanda has a bookshelf with 3 shelves. Okay, so 3 is the number. Make sure we have that. There are M books on each shelf. So we have M books. Using the expression M, write one for the total number of books, right? So it'd be 3M equals, then you could put total number of books, right? So let's write that down here. Same with over here. This would be money spent, right? So understand what you're doing. This is just the basic beginning. It's simple. Remember, this is 1.1. It's not going to be difficult. And if this is difficult, then that's fine. You just need to make sure you come talk to one of your teachers or me. Come see me after school or before school, and we can have a conversation about this. Each deck has 52 cards. All right, LaShonda has K decks of cards. Each one has 52. Using K, write the total number. So of each deck of cards, we don't know how many she has. It'd be 52K equals the total number of cards, right? That's how many she has. Simple enough. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and do yours real quick. There are 3 more here I want you to cover, and we'll go from there. All right, so on this one, last year there were C pies at a bake sale. This year there was 185 baked. So using C, write an expression for the total number for the bakes in the last 2 years. So if we baked 185 this year and they baked C last year, you would add those together for the total number of pies, right? For total in 2 years. All right, so make sure you understand what the end game is on these guys. Just don't write it. So Gina baked 31 cookies. Her family ate M, so she baked 31. She has a beautiful family here. They ate M. So usually when you eat something, they're going away. So make sure you guys know, use an expression right in for the number of cookies that remain. Okay, so this would be 31 minus M equals number of remaining cookies, right? Okay, and then the last one here, there are D balloons at the beginning of the party. So we got the letter D. By the end of the party, 5 of them have popped. Usually if something pops, it's a minus because you got rid of it, or it's disappeared, or it's gone. Use the expression, that would be it right there. This would be number of balloons left. It's very important this year as we move forward that you guys understand the context of all the answers, where we go, and how you do it. Okay, now the last thing for this lesson, and I don't know if I have it on this slide, is the essential problem. So what I want you guys to do is go ahead and think about this real quick and write this down. Now, same thing we've been talking about, right? So here's the number. Elsa buys $16 worth of pizza and several bottles of water for $2 each, right? So there's another number, $2 each. Now, what you guys need to understand is, what are we looking for here? We're looking to write an equation for the total what? The total amount of money. So we know it's going to equal C. Now, I could put this C over here. I could put it over here. It doesn't matter. But what you're supposed to do is take your original dollar amount, and then you would add it for every bottle of water that you would purchase. So as we go through this, make sure you guys can write these expressions out, do the homework. It's not too challenging for you guys, but if it is challenging, come see one of your teachers and ask us for help. Okay. I look forward to teaching you guys soon, and come hit me up in the classroom. Or if we're doing online, come see me then. Either way, I'll see you guys soon.